All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakakwadash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you Center Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, so what you see here, okay, was uploaded by a brother, all right, on the YouTube. And of course, it's just a thumbnail. Okay, YouTube allows you to leave images and thumbnail posts, all right, on your channel now. And it's been that way for, I want to say a couple years, but, brothers drop a lot of gems, for us true believers, okay, that encourages us and shows us how close we are, to the end of this thing, to the end of Esau Edom. As the scriptures say, the prophets spoke often, amongst one another. I'm just paraphrasing, okay? We speak to each other, all right, through modern day mail, modern day, messages, which comes via, texting, phone calls, and what we publish, on the unicorn on the internet. And this one reads, billionaire backed startup is planning to clone brainless human bodies so rich people can transplant their brains into them. And this has been a thought of Esau, the devil, all right, the so-called white man, since the beginning. Okay, this man, as the scriptures say, has become wiser than Daniel. Okay, there is a lot of wisdom given to this damn devil that only he and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai know how deep it really goes. Okay, when you read the scriptures about the anointed cherub that covereth, that is talking about Esau, the so-called white man. And to be most specific, are the elite that deal with left-hand principalities. Okay, that deal with demons. Okay, hierarchy. All right, high-ranked, high-level demons, witches, warlocks, and ultimately, the spiritual demon Satan, man. Okay, these devils are definitely up to something that only Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and these devils know. Now we, okay, us brothers in the faith, all right, us brothers that have been given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we can only see and measure according to what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai allows us to perceive what this devil is up to. But if you watch the movies and sci-fi films and things of that nature that deal with, immortality through Esau's concept, it comes via the way of cloning, all right, and, transferring your thoughts from a programmable device into flesh. All right, there's a lot of them movies like, what was it, Transcendence, The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay, The Matrix, a lot of these movies, man. All right, and it's not far-fetched. It's not just, a non-possible thing. Okay, these things are highly possible. All right, it's just Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has boundaries, okay, that Esau cannot pass. Okay, he is not going to fully grasp, okay, that immortality. So this is a quick one in Psalm 49. And I'm going to start at okay, I'm just going to go to the point, and it's in verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. So their inward thought is that they will continue forever. Okay, their houses, their rulership, their kingdom, their empire, their system. Okay, that it's going to continue forever. Okay, they don't believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, although they know judgment is upon their ass. They're trying to find a way to dodge that. But you can't dodge. You can't pluck yourself, deliver yourself out of the hand of the true and living power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. There's no way. There's nothing you can do. Okay, you can't escape Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Jonah, a man of the Lord, a prophet, okay, that book, all right, proves, Jonah himself proves to the world, to the universe, that you can't flee from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, he tried to throw himself off a boat deep into the ocean, okay, to escape the Lord. And what did the Lord do? The Lord had a big old whale, big old fish, swallow him up and take him where he needed to go. Okay? So these devils, all right, they're plotting and planning. They're working with, hierarchy of demons. And they think that they're going to receive, immortality, eternal life through cloning and the charagma, okay, which is a mark of the beast. In that movie, The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger, they show you they were downloading people's consciousness, people's memories onto CD-ROM, and then taking that CD-ROM, that information, and putting it into another body. Okay? And then the other movies like Transcendence. I think there was another movie with Keanu Reeves called Replicas. Okay? Which a replica isn't something's true form. A replica is, a replacement. It's a, something fake. Okay? But they're up to something. And if Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai didn't shorten the days, there would be no flesh left to be saved, because this guy, he would put his mark in you, all right, and make you into a demon like him. He would download, okay, his laws, statutes, and commandments into you, into your flesh. Keep you a perpetual demon, okay? All right, so this is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Right, so if these days weren't shortened and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai didn't cut it short, this devil would be able to perform more wickedness. He'd be able to microchip Israelites, more Israelites. Okay? But the scriptures are bound. All right? You can't upset prophecy. And prophecy is that this devil is going into captivity, and this devil will be judged. Okay? He's not going to see that land of milk and honey. Okay? He's not going to receive an eternal rulership. Okay? The eternal excellency, the eternal rulership is for Yasharallah only. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Israelites that descend from those peoples, from the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, we say blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans because that's who we are. That's what the world as of right now knows us as. Okay, but we're actually the 12 tribes. Okay, Latino, Negroes, Native Americans. That was all placed on us by the devil. Okay, hence going back to what I brought out in Psalm 49:11, they call their lands after their own name. How do you think this land got called America? Because when they conquered it, okay, when they came in and did what they did to the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, which are the tribe of Gad, okay, they called this place America after Amerigo Vespucci, which is an Italian navigator. All right, that's how they found this place, was through their understanding of navigation. Okay, maritime navigation. Okay, by ships. Okay. So yeah, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is shortening the days. We're already in April. We're already approaching the second week of April. Okay? So this thing is speeding up. All right? There would no flesh be saved if the Lord didn't speed this thing up. Okay? It says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right? The days are being shortened for the elect's sake. And guess whose days that ultimately is talking about? Whose days are shortened? This fucking devil, man. All right, his rulership is being cut short. Okay, all for the elect's sake. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has given us this truth, this word. Then shall the end come. We're at the end of this fucking thing, man. All right, you gotta hasten it. Hasten the day. Hasten is coming, so that we may be loosed. All right, so with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Till next time, shalom to the elect.